Today I'd like to introduce you to the process that all new students will begin using very soon to become students in our adult education program. Whether they walk in the front door or call us or contact us through our website, however it is that they interact with us, they'll use the same method, or we will assist them in using the same method to become a student in our program. On the adult education homepage on the Southern Crescent Technical website, all they have to do is click Become a Student right here. If they walk in or call you on the phone and they want to become a student, you would do this at a computer station, and when you do, the automated process will take over from there. Once someone has clicked on the Become a Student button, there is a short contact information form that they fill out. This collects their information whether or not they actually proceed further to Target X, and so we still have a record of the contact that we have with them, and that way if we need to reach out to them and encourage them to continue in the process, we can, or we can see how students matriculate through the process. Basically, they'll need a first name and a last name. They'll need to enter their date of birth. They'll need to enter a phone number. They'll need to enter a valid email address. They'll also need to indicate how they heard about our program, and there are several options on the drop-down menu. They can select that they were a previous student, that a friend or family member told them to enroll in our classes, that they saw some sort of an advertisement, that they searched on the internet and found our classes available, or other. Other gives them the option to type in whatever response they want. It actually creates a box for them to type in. So you can see the other box is now listed, and it says that it's required as well when you select other. But if you select one of the other options, the other box is no longer there. So I'm going to select other in this instance, and I'm going to say that I was at a local event where I saw someone from Adult Ed and they told me about the program. Just below that is the office use only box. The only time that someone would ever type in that box would be if you at your local office were assisting someone in filling this form out. For example, if they walked in the door to the Griffin office and they said, well, I'd like to become a student, I would pull up our Southern Crescent website, I would click on the button that says Become a Student, and I would collect their information and type it in the computer screen for them on my computer. And that way, when I submit this information, they'll get an email telling them how to use the Target X system to become a student in our program. If someone calls on the phone and I answer the phone, I'll take their information just like I normally would, and I'll put it into this web page and hit submit so that they'll receive the email. When I do that, I'm going to use this office use only space to type in my first and last initial, a space, and then one of several options. I can either type phone if they called on the phone, or I could type walk-in if they came in the front door and wanted to speak in person to someone. I could also type in GED Manager. That would be if we use our contacts through GED Manager to find potential students, we would enter their information in the same system, but use GED Manager as sort of the code to let us know that's how we got their information. I could also do a TCSG referral. And there's one other option, and that is Contact Us. Contact Us is through another button on our website where we often get inquiries about classes, so that would be a special use term. It's possible that we could have other codes and names that we would need to put in this box, but if that happened, Wendy or I would certainly send those out and let you know what to type in certain cases. But most of those are going to be either phone, walk-in, GED Manager, TCSG referral, Contact Us, or email. It could be email. Email would be if someone emailed you or maybe emailed an instructor and said, I'd like to be part of your classes. Maybe they got that from a business card, or maybe they got that from another student in the class. And so you got an email in your inbox and you need to put that into the system to let people know, hey, this came through an email just sort of at random. So now that I have this whole form filled out, either if I work in the office or if I'm a student on the website or if I had phoned and someone filled this out while I was talking to them on the phone, whatever the case may be, I scroll down to the submit button, and when I hit submit, my record is submitted. This page tells us that an email has been sent to us, and we can follow the instructions there to begin the enrollment process. The link that's included in that email will be to the TargetX system, and the TargetX system will take it from there and send us what we need to get started. If I check my email, I should see this email message pop up. You can see it says, "Thank you for your interest in becoming a student. Please read the tips below and click on the link to apply." The tips just recommend some things that we want people to know before they start the TargetX process. Things like using your full legal name, an email address that you can access all the time, those types of things. Hopefully those won't be a big issue, but we just wanted to make sure people saw it. It also includes the link to the TargetX application, and it includes some information about contacting people if you need assistance. It's based on students' last names, just like we do right now with the tracker. So as you scroll down, you'll see the different names and the different phone numbers that are associated with those names. So we want you to make yourselves available if at all possible. Also, you can see the information that you put into the system when you originally did it. All of that information goes to a special spreadsheet that Wendy can see, and Wendy will use that to see how many students are sort of matriculating into TargetX and then hopefully into orientations and so on. And that information will be helpful to us in determining whether or not our system is working and whether there are some gaps that we can fill and hopefully take care of students in the best way. I hope that this was helpful information. As always, if you have any questions, Wendy or I would be happy to help you and walk you through the process, provide any sort of training or instruction that we can. And thank you for your time and your attention.